Welcome to War Thunder with Subdued. How y'all doing today? Well, the weekend is here and the dev servers are finally closed down. And we've had a long period of dev servers this time. I haven't seen this many dev servers in a couple of years. Now I get it, they're trying to adjust everything to fit to their roadmap and promises that they've made. Hopefully, they're promises that they'll keep. It's a tough job to get these games exactly right. So, the many times I've complained loudly about they should be doing this, they should be doing that, I understand. And I hope they have enough forgiveness in their hearts to understand that as a player, I want the best for this game too. And I'm sure most of you do too. I mean, we're dealing with a lot of, well, in the very top tier, we're dealing with classified information that just you can't even begin to understand what sort of trouble people will get into. They haven't told you about what happens to the people who pass out the information. I'm sure that the one that passed out the information on the Chinese missile probably was shot. Just a guess. Don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that that person is no longer in the game of life. And that's not to mention the Brit who got stupid. And think about it, people. Clout does not matter. This is a game. I mean, yeah, if you can go find an unclassified and marked as unclassified and noted as unclassified and verified unclassified document, like I have on the P80 or F80, or go to museums and ask them the question. Well, that was interesting. I had a radio session on the Sioux locks, so I apologize for that minor interruption. But people who leak classified information, you're setting yourself up for a long prison term. At the best. And it can be much worse. Like I said, the guy who leaked the information about the Chinese missile, yeah. Like I said, that guy's probably pushing daisies. It's a game. Enjoy it. I'll get frustrated, I'm sure. When you don't think something is operating the way it should, let your voice out. But for God's sake, if you have access to classified information and you're stupid enough to let it out, you deserve what's coming to you. And it ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty at all. And I'm speaking from a point of view where I've had the security clearances. And because I've had the security clearances, I know what the penalties are. And those penalties are not light. I'm in the United States. Here, the worst they'll do to you, in most cases, is throw you in prison for the next 20 years. Think about that when you're 18 years old, or 19, or 20, or 30. Yeah, you're gone for a long time, and probably not someplace you want to be. Now, if you happen to be in the military, you're probably going to end up in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, the middle of the country, where it's 100 degrees all summer, and you're breaking rocks because that's what you deserve. If you're not in the military, you're probably going to end up in a medium to a medium low prison where you're going to be alongside a bunch of really nasty people. So, we've got new stuff coming in this patch. And for all intents and purposes, they're wild-ass guesses as to how they operate. And even if they're just wild-ass guesses, people are going to be complaining, going, it doesn't do the way I want it to do. Oh, please, people, come on. Nothing operates the way you want it to. You want to have that laser eye of death. You see the enemy at 20 kilometers and point your pointer at him and press the go button, and that missile just races away and destroys the enemy. Yeah, that's not realistic. I mean, even in DCS, if they want a guaranteed kill with an AMRAAM, they generally try to get within 5 miles. Which is like 8 kilometers. And like I said, that's an AMRAAM. Now, I'm sure that there's some super wang-dang fangled Russian missile that's the same way. Just like there's the British Meteor missile or whatever everyone's using. Again, these are all classified, so as classified, Gaijin takes public information, mostly Wikipedia, I'm sure, and goes, well, let's give it this. And hopefully it operates properly. Within reason. Until some stupid Air Force schlub comes along and goes, oh no, this missile actually has this type of overdrive and it can, oh, are you kidding me? How many of these do we have to go through before Gaijin finally says, we're done. We'll close the forums. So you guys can't give us any feedback. You can't do this to us. You can't bring us into your conspiracies to commit espionage. Because that's what it's all about. They're a business. They don't want this stuff. Because that means they could get in trouble. They don't want to get in trouble. Just like you don't want to get in trouble. You know about the super excellent, well-defined armor of the M whatever. And you say that the game isn't representing it right. That's where you stop. That's where you stop. You can say, I say it's not working right based upon my personal knowledge. But that's as far as I can tell you. It's the same with any other weapon system. And a tank is a weapon system. An aircraft is a weapons system. A ship is a weapons system. They all are for one thing: placing ammunition on target to destroy the enemy. And just because you think you know something about a particular piece of equipment, a particular weapons system, and it just happens to be true because I was in the Air Force and I know this, like, you're not doing anybody any favors. I'm sure that there are things about the AIM-9L, the AIM-9M, the AIM-7E, the AIM-7E2, the AIM-7F that are, and the AIM-7M that are still to this day classified. And you can't talk about them. And even if they're not classified, they might fall under another thing called no foreign nationals. This may not be something that translates to England, France, Germany, Russia, blah, 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 blah. But from when I was in the military, we had information that was classified no foreign nationals. So even if a weapon system is no longer in use, the operation of that weapon system may still be classified confidential or no foreign. Well, how many people around the world play this game? Yeah, how many different nations? And I'm sure that your country has something that's classified at the level of no foreign nationals. And then you've got confidential, secret, top secret, compartmentalized, yada, 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 all the way on up to really, no shit, it doesn't exist. Even though you just saw it with your own eyes, it doesn't exist. Hell, I'd be happy if I could just get a plane that doesn't break its wings whenever I over torque it. Because I want the game to have the, what is that called? The, been so long since I've actually used it. But where are you? Is it in options? I don't know. Not navigator. That's right. Instructor. You know the instructor. He works with you in arcade battles to keep you from breaking your plane. Well, the instructor is actually working in realistic too. And the instructor should be at least trying to keep you from breaking your plane in realistic. It should limit your ailerons when you're in realistic so that you don't snap your wings. Because when you're dealing with mouse aim, you have a tendency to move a little bit more aggressively than the plane moves. And you can put a tremendous amount of torque on your wings, causing them to go a different direction than the airplane is going. I mean, I'd be happy with that. And let the missile systems and the gun systems and the armor systems and the whatever systems sort themselves out over time to protect the game. The game doesn't need your protection by giving it Gaijin classified information. Classified information will get you killed in some countries. Classified information will put you in prison for up to 20 years in this country. And if you're so ignorant that you have got to just one up somebody in an argument over what something should be doing, you shouldn't be playing this game. You should not be playing this game. You should go find another game. I get mad at some moderators for what they do and what they say in the the forums, but every one of them is absolutely dead on target when it comes to idiot children and classified information. I'm 62 years old. I'm an old dude. And I love this game. And I will laugh and stomp on your grave if you give away classified information, get caught, and get executed. I'll laugh and laugh and laugh because you had it coming. You know what they call a tattoo? They call a tattoo a moment's joy with a lifetime reminder. Well, when you get put away in prison for 20 years, you now have a lifetime reminder. Because when you get out, you're not going to get a job at anything worthwhile. You might be able to get into flipping burgers. That'll be about it. And the way they're making new machines to replace workers at McDonald's, you might not even be able to flip burgers. All right, enough of this. This is Subdude signing out. You all have a pleasant today, a better tomorrow. And I hope to catch you in the skies in Air Realistic on the good maps of which Gaijin needs to create one hell of a lot more. Subdued. Out!